Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make my all-time favorite bread, which is focaccia bread. Let's get started. Okay, so simply for the ingredients we're going to need flour, which is actually in my mixer bowl right now. We've got some olive oil, some sugar, active dry yeast, some salt, and warm water. The recipe is going to be in the description box. As you can see, it's very easy. Let's get started. Okay, the first step I'm going to do is just add to my flour the salt. And let it mix on my mixer. And you can make all this dough by hand, but I'm gonna use my mixer and do it by hand, so half and half. And I'm gonna mix it till it's like all incorporated, about 1 minute. Okay, now after mixing the salt with the all-purpose flour, we're just gonna add in the yeast and the sugar. Okay, after mixing the salt, the all-purpose flour, the sugar, and the active dry yeast, we want to add into our mixer bowl the olive oil all at once and mix that. Okay guys, now all there's left to do is just adding the warm water. Now I'm gonna add it by using the lowest speed on my mixer and add it gradually. You don't want to dump it all at once because we want to know how much we're going to use. We may use all this amount, we may use less than all of the amount, we may use more. So we'll see how much the flour absorbs of this water, and we're going to start by adding the water. So gradually add it. Okay guys, so I ended up by using the entire amount of water. Now we want to knead this dough on the mixer for on low speed for about 7 minutes. If you want to do it by hand, it's 10 to 15 minutes. Now on low speed, and let it start for 7 minutes. Okay guys, so I've mixed my dough on the mixer for about 6 minutes now, and it's very tacky and sticky, so I'm just going to take it out of my mixer and knead it on my bench here that has been floured well. Just going to take it out of the mixer. Okay guys, so after taking it from the mixer, I have it here on my bench, and we want to knead it on our floured surface. Now as you can see, this dough is very smooth and very elastic, and so soft, incredibly soft. Okay guys, we have our bowl of dough here, and we have this bowl here which we're gonna let the dough proof in, and I have some olive oil inside it. I'm just gonna grease the sides so the dough doesn't stick. Now I'm just gonna cover my bowl with some plastic wrap. I'm just going to use a kitchen towel to cover this and make it warm, and it will rise for about 1 hour till it gets almost doubled in size. Perfect. And just take super fluffy. Super fluffy. I love this dough. And now we're going to cut it into sections. I'm going to cut it into 4. Okay guys, now that we have formed our rounds of dough with the focaccia bread, we're just gonna add in the toppings. Now the toppings, people use different ones. I usually use the classic basic ones, which are really coarse salt. You can use kosher like regular salt, but I highly recommend this because it gives this nice crunch. Here, this is super optional, but these are chili flakes, garlic, which is chopped finely, some olive oil. Now the rosemary is gonna go at last, so I'm just gonna add in all of these. Then in the end, I'm just gonna add in the rosemary, leaves on top, and then we're gonna bake them. So I'm just gonna start by using some olive oil on top of each one. You don't wanna go crazy with the olive oil. Just a couple drops here and there, just like this. And you also want to put in here we've got the garlic. Just toss it around. Okay, now I'm gonna add in the coarse salt. Not too much because this is super salty. Okay, now as said, I'm just gonna add in the chili flakes. This is optional. Don't want to use too much because this is very hot. And I also better clean my hands after this because if this gets into my eyes, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, and we're gonna add in the rosemary as said before it goes into the oven. Now this is actually proofing for the next time. It's gonna take about 20 minutes. It's gonna double in size, then we're gonna bake it. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. Okay, so the last step is to add the rosemary on top. Just like this. Now this has been proofing for about 20 minutes now. We're gonna bake it in our 400 preheated degree oven till it comes golden brown.